My name's Alex, aka Hebb.
And my name's Ollie, aka Griff,
Welcome to the Hebb&Griff podcast,
where we talk all things creative.
Now then, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Hebb&Griff podcast. We have once again changed the studio.
Forever changing it.
Forever, hopefully. Got
After
loads of space.
2 hours of changing it from what it was.
Yeah.
After I'd spent some time today thinking, I'll sort out the studio for the lads, get the backdrop up, and it just didn't work, did it?
No, it didn't, but mostly didn't.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly didn't.
But yeah, anyway, here we are. We've got plans for how we want it to look in the future, haven't we?
Yeah. Better than this.
Better than this.
But it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know in the comments if you're quite happy with it, how it is. And it saves us some effort of changing it if you're happy with how it is for now.
Yeah. Producer Deck's got a little station
Yeah.
to sit at
Yeah.
now. Looking nice and comfortable.
It's the proper producer setup now. Well, near enough.
Got some pegs.
Yeah, you got some pegs on the side.
Taking my shoes off.
Yeah. He's made himself at home. It's just what I want.
Yeah. Very good. You've got a little something you want to ask us,
Yeah.
apparently.
So, well, we're calling this segment Question of the Week. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is ask a question every week. Might be a riddle, be a fact, could be anything. And you'll have to guess at the beginning, and then the answer will come at the end of the episode.
Is this going to go towards our point system?
No, it's just a bit of fun.
Okay.
What if I know the answer?
If you know the answer
Wait till the
and
end.
you tell me the answer, I won't tell you you're right until the end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Suspense.
I know. Suspense is killing me.
Oh, go on then. What is it?
Right, so what bird can only eat with its head upside down?
Sea eagle.
It's not a sea eagle.
I'll wait till the end.
Well, no, you got to guess.
Oh, right, I've got
you
to
got
guess.
You got to give me some kind of an answer.
A parrot.
A parrot. Ooh. Ooh. What do you think, Deck?
Only eat upside down.
Only eat with its head upside down.
The bat.
It's not.
Well, it'd be right if it was a bird, yeah.
I can see the look. I can't see the
Is a bat a mammal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm cleverer than I thought.
Mallories.
Huh. Is that what makes it a mammal?
Let's
I
not
don't
get
know.
into that.
Well, now I know. The more you know. So yeah,
Okay, you're gonna wait till the end.
we'll wait till the end for the answer. So
I'm dying to know.
Stick around, guys, until the end, and you'll all find out. I'm sure you're eager to wait.
I thought.
There will be better ones coming up. I just didn't have time to search for like a decent one today. So we're starting off pretty mellow,
Okay.
and eventually it's gonna.
I thought
It's gonna blow your minds.
I thought it was going to be more like creative based, like photography or.
Oh no.
Okay.
We talk about
Could be
enough
literally
creative stuff.
anything.
It's going to be anything.
Right. Okay.
I think that makes it more interesting. Don't you agree?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see what the answer is first. Okay. Well, I got something I want to speak to you about as well.
Okay. I feel like you're going to tell me off.
No, it sounds
Got
really
something
serious.
I want to talk to you
because I've been saying all week I've got something I want to talk to you about the
Yeah.
podcast, but
And you
it's
wouldn't
not.
tell me.
It's not at all anything sincere. It's I don't know. I think it's quite interesting. But I just want to see.
Come on,
I wanted to get
get
your
it out.
live reaction to it. And I want to get your thoughts on it. As you know, I'm in the process of trying to sell my old iMac.
You are, yeah.
£400. If anyone's interested.
£500, little workhorse.
And to replace it, I have ordered something else.
What have you ordered?
I've bought a Windows PC.
A Windows.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dak, did you know about this?
Yeah.
You suggested it, didn't you?
Jack helped me pick it out.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do a separate video about it. I think I'm going to use it for a few weeks once it finally comes. And I'm going to do a video about it, sort of compare it. But initially, sort of from the get go, there's quite a few reasons. To give a bit of backstory, I've used Macs since I was, I think, at least 16. So
yeah, you have, haven't you?
that's about 12
You've
years.
never had a Windows laptop,
I
really?
have,
Like,
a
I
long
mean,
time
like
ago.
a recent, like, because like back in the day, a Windows laptop is nothing to really shout about back in the day, is it?
No, I had a Windows laptop until my first year of university. So I'd have been 18, 19. But I didn't used to do the sort of the my uni work on it. I used to use the computers at the university, which were Macs.
Yeah.
And I got my first MacBook when I was, like I say, like 18, 19. And I've used it since then. Like professionally, I've used it for my whole professional career. And it has been, I've thoroughly enjoyed using it. The user interface and the operating software, it's never kind of let me down, I suppose.
Yeah. I kind of feel like a Mac computer should be sat here. Because it's like you're parting ways with it, and you're like,
it's eulogy.
It's like you're breaking up with your Mac girlfriend.
Well, that's actually kind of what it feels like.
It's not you. It's not. I need to try something different. I haven't dipped my toes in the Windows water yet.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like that. But there's been a few things that have made me want to do it. So, first of all,
Speed.
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
First of all, Macs don't age very well, I found.
I thought they do. You was one of the people that told me.
I thought it was going on.
Because your
MacBook.
yeah.
My MacBook, it was okay, dead.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it gets
got
to
paper off. It just died.
That's surprising.
unless the technology has improved more recently. But as far as I'm aware, the Macs that I've had previously, it does get to a point where especially.
But yours that you're selling is still like really fast, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
That's an exception.
thanks for that.
Well, yeah.
400 quid. That might get reduced. Gee.
Well, you're the one that's saying it.
Yeah, to be fair. But part of why it slows down is largely due in part to software, because obviously software advances to a point where it requires more from your hardware.
Yeah.
And you can't upgrade your Mac's hardware. I think that's basically.
You can. The Macs that you. I don't know about the Mac that you've specifically got, but I know that Luke. Luke, for any of you that don't know, is another photographer, videographer that we're good friends with, and he's got a Mac, like proper setup,
Right.
But you can go into the back of it and change the RAM and stuff like that.
Is that all you can change though?
But you can't change.
I don't know what. I don't know if
so
that's
you-
like.
I don't know if you can add more cores or.
No.
You can change your processor.
Oh no, you can't. Yeah.
Just get a new motherboard and stick that in and swap it out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean. So yeah, that's one of my reasons. It's just at least.
I suppose the
difficult to
PC is
upgrade.
constantly upgradable.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Okay.
Like you say, the other thing is
You selling it to me?
is like that speed factor. Like you say, it's well, I guess the main thing really is the hardware.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing because like, as I've said, the Mac can only go so far, and a Mac can only go so far, and
I think the thing is with a Mac, to get good speeds, you have to pay a lot of money.
this is my second
But
point.
to get good speeds out of a PC,
You'd have to pay.
you don't have to pay
Yeah.
as much.
This is my second
at all.
point. Value for money.
Yeah.
The one that I've ordered is around £1,200,
Okay.
and that's for a tower,
Yeah.
not a laptop. If I was to get a Mac equivalent, you'd be looking at much more. You'd be looking at 2,000
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
for something that does just the same, and as we said, isn't as upgradable.
Yeah.
So And then the third part, which doesn't relate to my professional need for it, is that I want to be able to use it for gaming as well.
You do enjoy your gaming, and you'll get more out of a PC than you would even a console.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone through 2 PlayStation 4s.
Yeah.
To just decided to not work. We're
Yeah.
going to try and fix them, aren't we? But and I've just kind of had enough. I just want something that can do both. It's going to save me a bit of money, save me a bit of desk space.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it a go. I've been watching a lot of videos and a lot of people saying kind of similar things to me, like especially the value for money thing is a big factor.
Yeah, no, that you are right with that. Like, no one can argue with the value for money. I mean, look at how much Apple charge for a computer stand.
Exactly. Yeah. But as well, what I found as well is that there are a lot of people switching. A lot of people are kind of like had enough, basically. And so it's just they're taking the mickey.
I think a lot of the times with Mac, and I'm one of those people, a lot of people make the excuse of, like, they try and focus on the reasons why Mac might be better to use than Windows, like the AirDrop so you can get stuff straight from your phone to your computer or vice versa, and they kind of, I suppose, like, narrow-minded to like those specific details that make it seem better, but then in the real world, when you are comparing it to the performance of a PC compared to a Mac, like there's a lot of difference, especially with price.
I'm excited. I'm excited to give it a go. It's going to be a big change for me. Like I say, I've used a Mac or an Apple product of some kind for
you'll have to let me know how you get on, because it's going to be like potential.
I think it might set a precedent for us.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if it is going to save us money, then it's a sensible. I think it's a sensible decision to make.
Because I know, because me personally, I still want to have a laptop purely for the portability, like advantage of it. But I know that you can get some really powerful laptops as well.
The thing is, so if we was to get a laptop purely for running, for example, the Adobe Cloud, which is what we do our editing on, whether it's video, photo, or design work. If we was wanting to get something that was sufficiently powerful enough to run those, then would be probably not even £1,000. Because it wouldn't need to be stupid. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't need to be over the top.
Like, I'm not going to be gaming or anything like that. So I just,
it could be purely work. Work laptops, and I think definitely if we were going to start, if we get to a point where we're going to be doing more 4K stuff, which we probably will, down the line.
But I think the biggest thing that holds us back currently from doing 4K is the computer's ability to handle it. The 4K footage from your drone, I think, must be a much smaller file size or quality to like the 4K from the A7 IIIs, because I know when I've tried to work with the A7 III 4K, it's a lot different than working with the drone 4K. So like that I can deal with, but like trying to edit with the A7's 4K, it affects the workflow far too much to warrant using it, really. So having something to be able to use the 4K would be really beneficial.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to get my teeth sunk into it, and it's like I say, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. I'm going to have to refamiliarise myself with Windows. My wife uses a Windows computer for work, and I've had a quick play on that, and it is different, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult, really.
I think the thing is, because like you have used Windows before, it's still going to be fairly familiar to you anyway.
Yeah.
But like I use Windows for my work computer as well, so if I switch to Windows,
You'd be fine.
like it won't.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited to get it. I'm just waiting to hear back from them about some bits, but it should be hopefully within a few weeks. I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear how you get on, and after the podcast, you'll have to go through all the separate specs and stuff with me. We don't want to bore everyone at the minute with all the specs, but I'm really interested to hear about that. I mean, if anyone's interested in stuff like that, let us know, and we can even get Dec on to talk about all things to do with PCs and that, because he's pretty knowledgeable in that kind of sector.
My new laptop came this week.
Hey?
Yeah, Dad got a new laptop
I got
this
a new
week.
laptop this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. So, is it something worth thinking about?
It's about £1,800, but it's got a 240 hertz display and it's
Oh, well,
pretty good.
there we go. See,
It's the business.
yeah, I've got Dec at my disposal to feed me with some PC information, and he's at your disposal too if you ever want to hear about that on the podcast. So
IT.
let us know.
Should we do this quiz then?
Yeah. So this week I've got a quiz for you, and it's a graphic design quiz
Oh, good.
to test your graphic design knowledge. And it's not a quiz where I've prepared all the questions. It's pretty similar to what you was using maybe last week,
Right.
multiple choice. But like I'd looked at a few different quizzes, and this one stood out to me because I could choose how many questions. How many questions did you give me last week?
3.
3, yeah. Because I can choose how many questions. What are we saying? What was it, 14?
No, I think only 15.
It was 15.
15 questions then coming your way. I can even put settings on, so it can be...
Difficult.
Well, no, you can't actually choose the difficulty level.
So-
it's sequential, easy first, or hard first.
Let's go. So it's currently 2-1 to you, right?
Huh?
Sequential.
Sequential, there we go.
It's currently 2-1 to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is to even the scoreboards. Now, I think the questions I asked you last week were pretty easy.
Well, apart from the ones that I got wrong. So,
Yeah, that might say more about you than it does about the
look,
All right, I mean, let's just go
you
for
can't make excuses before we've even started.
it. You watch me.
But right, so here we go. We're starting the quiz. I've pressed start. Oh, right, here we go. Oh, it's a long question. What is this? This doesn't make sense. I don't know if this is a question or what, but you might understand it. Every critique included 2 commendations and 2 recommendations. The recommendations are for things that could be done better, and the commendations are for the things that were well done. True or false?
Can you just say it again?
It's true.
Yeah, I'd say that's true, right?
You're commending someone.
Yeah.
Or you're recommending someone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. Correct. Well done.
The beer all night.
Oh, God. Why did I choose this quiz?
Are you keeping score?
I'll just remember.
Okay.
So, right, EPS files have all the embedded fonts and colour sections in the file. True or false?
I want to say not necessarily, so I'm going to say false.
False.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Yeah, EPS files have all the embedded fonts and colour selections in the file.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
No, yeah. Sounds like I'm making an excuse, obviously, but I didn't understand what you were saying in the question. Yeah.
That's one
Yeah,
mark.
because
One mark.
if you was to... Yeah, okay. Because I was... Yeah.
Yeah?
I get the question.
You were wrong.
Yeah, I know I was wrong, but I get the question now. Because if you was to send that to somebody, they'd be able to open it and. No, wait. What? So the fonts would be embedded into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not going to argue with the quiz,
No,
are
I
you?
guess so. But you need if you want to change what it was saying in the font, you'd still need the font. I don't think it'd be embedded in it.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Anyway.
When you are composing a graphic design for a corporation that will use the graphic for all types of signage, what is the application of choice for you as a designer? You'll get this one. Photoshop, Device Central, Illustrator, or Flash?
Illustrator.
How confident are you?
Not now you said that.
Yeah, it's Illustrator.
Yeah, because
You're right.
Basically it creates a vector file.
Yeah, explain vector files, because I don't fully understand that. I was trying to explain it to Levi, but yeah.
There's two types of files, at least when it comes to design, raster and vector. Raster file is made up of pixels. So much in the way a TV works or a photograph works. They're made up of pixels, which are minuscule little squares. You can get so many per inch, which is DPI, dots per inch. And each pixel is a colour. So each pixel is made up of different elements. If you're working with print, they're made up of CMYK, which is cyan, yellow, magenta and black. And if you're working with screen, they're made up of RGB, which is red, green and blue. And RGB, I'll do RGB, it's easy to explain. So it changes the colour of the pixel based on how much of each colour is in it. So I'm going to get this wrong. So if you wanted a yellow, you would do, I'm not going to do that because I can't remember what it is, but basically if you change, so if it's got 100% red and 0% green and blue, you're going to see red.
Yeah.
But if you were to put 50% blue in it, it'd go pink, I think.
Yeah.
And if you put green in it, it'd go like a mucky colour, I think. I might have got that totally wrong, but that's basically how it works. But each picture is made up of these tiny pixels in raster. So there can only be so many, and they can only be at such a certain size.
Yeah.
So if you were to zoom in, or more accurately, if you were to enlarge the image, the pixels would enlarge with it.
Yeah, and you'd see the individual pixels.
First of all, it'd look blurry, and then the bigger you get it, starts to look pixelated. A vector is all done, basically, it's all based on kind of like mathematics, so that it increases the, I think this is right, it increases the shape by pixels.
Right.
Because obviously screens are still made up of pixels. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you was to expand it on a screen from 100% to 500%, it would basically add 500% more pixels.
Right. So you won't be zooming into them pixels. It would just be creating more
based on the mathematics.
Right. Oh, okay.
So if you do punch in really, really close on if you were to have a flat vector image, and you were to get a magnifying glass or a microscope and zoom right in, you'd still see the pixels.
Yeah, because the screen is still made up of.
If you actually expanded the image, you wouldn't see the pixels.
Right. Okay.
So that's why if you're giving a logo or a graphic to a client who wants to use it on something big, so let's say they want to put a massive sign on the side of the building. Yeah. You give them a vector so they can enlarge it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And not raster. I personally don't design in Photoshop purely for that reason, because I feel like if you design in Photoshop, you are going to lose quality if they try and enlarge something.
I suppose if you're making something in Photoshop that's already that size, then you won't have to enlarge it or anything.
Yeah, but usually, I can't speak for everyone, but the way I work is I do it in Illustrator, and then I can make it bigger or smaller depending.
Yeah.
Just to suit.
Well, you got full flexibility with the file, then, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, no, that's interesting. There's a lot of knowledge.
Do I get a point for that, or?
No. No, you don't. The major difference between graphic designers and graphic artists is Graphic designers have ultimate creative control. Graphic artists create to serve the greater public. Graphic designers are advertisers. Graphic designers follow all client recommendations.
Is that just one answer?
One answer.
Say the last one then.
Yeah.
Can you read them out again, the answers?
So the difference between graphic designer and graphic artists is graphic designers have ultimate creative control.
So I'd say that's not the case because they obviously have to follow a brief.
Yeah. That's, and then, so you're going with the last one then?
No, just read them all out again just so I can think it over.
So ultimate creative control. Graphic artists create to serve the greater public.
I mean, no, not necessarily, because they might create something and try and sell it and get money. So no, It's not that one.
Graphic designers are advertisers.
Not all the time. Yeah, it's got to be the last one.
Got to be the last one. I'll probably agree with you on that, but we'll see what it says. Graphic designers are advertisers. The major difference between graphic designers and graphic... Oh no, it's not giving us a reason. So basically, you're wrong, and that's it.
It's quite a vague set of answers, though.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't write the quiz, so, don't blame the quiz master.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I just want to say to listeners and watchers, I'm really competitive. So if I get annoyed, that's why.
So far, you're 2 for 2.
Okay.
So...
It's not good enough.
No. Right. You might get this one.
But yeah, I might get all of them.
You might not. CMYK colour systems are used specifically for what design work? Graphic, web, print, or cell phone?
Print.
Confident answer that.
Yeah.
Didn't have to think about it.
Covered it.
Well, you was wrong anyway. No, I'm joking. Correct. That is...
Yeah, so that's roughly what we already said about, but basically print artwork is made up of four different colours laid on top of each other. And what they'll do is I can't remember what the order it goes. I think it must be CMYK. So they'll do a layer of cyan, a layer of yellow, a layer of magenta, and then a layer of black on top of each other, and that's how they build printed images.
Right. So then they'll put like less black, more yellow.
So like if they wanted something that was just blue, they would put like say they'd put less of the other colours on that area. It's actually really interesting.
All the colours together will make black, right?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah,
we'll go with that.
And then obviously none of the colours.
Well, that makes sense because like you sometimes do find that the black ink's like a bit thicker.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you were to look at it microscopically, it would be. But as well, what was I just going to say? It's just gone right out of my head.
Moving on then.
Yeah. Oh no, that's it. So they don't actually make true black. If you was to look at it next to black on a screen, so RGB black is more true than CMYK black.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is it? Because it's the mix of colours.
Yeah, basically, and that's why if you was to convert RGB to CMYK, it might look a little bit faded.
Oh right. Okay.
If you convert an RGB image to a CMYK image,
that makes sense.
It'd look a bit more faded. But if you was do it the other way, it'd like kind of look a bit more richer.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that. Well.
I just add a little point to that. I used to work for a company that printed on things. And it was like you said, but you poured each of the colours into the machine and then it added what it needed as it printed.
Yeah, there's different ways of doing it.
When they had the pots that was just a mixture of everything at the end, it, like you say, it wasn't quite a true black. When you looked at it, it looked a little bit. I would say it was more towards indigo. Yeah. It wasn't actually indigo, but it was more. Yeah, I felt like it had some blue in it.
Yeah, so I suppose when you're mixing so many colours together to get a black, it's going to be like quite a muddy colour.
It's more like, like a cloudy black. Yeah. It's actually really interesting for me. I don't know about anyone else, but But if you if you go on YouTube and you look at screen printing, that's basically it. Because what they'll do is they'll put a sheet down into a device, and you put the stencil down of what you want it to look like, and then they pour like ink. So they'll do the blue, and they'll like scrape it across, and then they'll change the stencil, put the yellow down, scrape it across. It's quite interesting. And when that's how they first started to mass produce. Well, maybe not first.
So it's a bit more of an involved process than screen printing.
Yeah, that's how they. One of the early methods. I don't think it's the first method, but it's one of the early methods of how they started to mass produce printed works.
Oh, right.
Because obviously the earliest method would have just been black and white.
Yeah.
Or just black. Obviously they still use it for newspapers. That's still how it's done. So if you look at your newspaper, if you ever get a newspaper ever again, you'll notice there's 3 dots on quite a lot of the pages.
Yeah.
CMYK.
Oh, right.
In those colours.
So why did they do that?
I think that's just how they check the colours, basically.
Oh, right. Okay. So if they know that they're correct, then the paper's generally going to be the right colours.
I think so.
Oh. Well, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Right. Next question. Which design history school had members who exhibited horror vacui? I don't know what. VACUI. Vashu?
Just keep trying to say it, please.
Vashu. What is it? VACUI. Vacui.
Yeah.
Vacui. I had to say it in the neck, yeah. Horror vacui.
You're a vacui.
Oh, there's even more complicated words here. So, Bauhaus. That was quite easy, actually. Distill. Arts and crafts.
Oh, wait, are these the answers?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Start it. Read the question again, because you put me off.
Which design history school had members who exhibited horror vacui?
Okay.
Bauhaus, Distill, Arts and Crafts, or Postmodernist? Do you have any,
no idea.
Have you heard of it before?
No. I've heard of, I think everyone's heard of Arts and Crafts.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one. I've heard of the Bauer one.
No, but you've not heard of Bauhaus?
No, I have.
Oh, you have heard of Bauhaus.
I heard of Bauhaus.
But I don't know, horror vacui, it just sounds a bit like... Postmodern, yeah, let's go postmodern. I don't know, that's probably wrong, but we'll go with that.
Yeah?
Bet it's Bauhaus, isn't it?
It's Arts and Crafts.
What? That sounded like a joke answer. It must be like a famous... I don't know.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting if it actually gave us a bit of history behind the answers instead of just saying, nope, you're wrong, move on to the next one. So, yeah, Arts and Crafts. If anyone's playing along at home and you got it right, well done. If you got it wrong, then that's a point off you.
What score are we on? Is it like...
3-3.
Oh, okay.
3-3?
Yeah. It's not looking good, is it?
Oh, this might be hard for you because you haven't made the shift quite yet. The PC keyboard command for turning on the ruler in Photoshop is Option R, Command R, Shift R, Control R.
Control R.
Control R.
On a PC, yeah.
On
Windows,
a PC?
Yeah, Control R.
You sure?
Yeah, because on a Mac it's Command R.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's right, you're correct.
Yeah.
Well done. You sure you haven't already made the shift?
No, it's not Shift, it's Control, mate.
Me. The artist was our inspiration for the pop artwork we did as... this artist was... Even I was getting confused while I was saying it. I was like, this does not make sense. This artist was our inspiration for the pop art work we did as Triptych. What are you laughing at,
How
Jack?
am I supposed to answer these?
Well, I can't read it. Trip, and then it says TYCH. Go on.
Triptych.
Triptych. That's what I said.
Right, so
And then you laughed at me.
read the full question again.
This artist was our inspiration for the pop artwork we did as Triptych.
Okay.
Peter Max, with 2 X's. Warhol. Ferre. Baru.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think I'm just going to go Warhol purely because he's the most famous one.
Yeah. Warhol. It's Peter Max.
Okay, well.
Do you know who Peter Max is? No.
Maybe.
Call yourself a graphic designer.
I didn't ask you any about photographers last week.
There was one, I think.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, that's your one.
Yeah. Colour is an element of design. True or false?
True.
True. I'll give you that one.
How could it not be?
That was an easy one. The complement of blue is red, yellow, orange, yellow-orange.
What? Yeah. Orange? No, yeah. That's such a... Yeah, of course it is.
It's yellow.
Don't listen to Dak. No, listen to Dak.
I think it's orange.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure?
Well, yeah.
We're going with it. It's right.
Yeah.
What makes you think
That's
it's...
why I'm the
That's tricky.
What makes you think it's orange?
Well, because it... because it complements. Yeah, I think it's probably referring to the colour wheel
Yeah,
where
that's...
it's on the opposite side.
Yeah, anything that's on the opposite
That
side
means-
of it on the colour wheel, you're generally going to have matching
That's all I had in my head.
Text just showing a picture. What is it? Banana?
Banana man.
banana man.
He's blue and yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, it complements your colours. It does look right. But yeah, so if...
yeah, I think yellow's is purple, actually. Rhubarb and custard.
So blues is always orange. Wait, it's not yellow. I was going to say blues is always yellow, but yellow isn't always blue.
Yeah.
So orange, correct. It's a fun quiz, this, isn't it? We're all getting involved.
Yeah.
I hope you're getting involved at home, because this
I
is...
feel a bit deflated, I'm not going to lie.
Is it because you're losing?
No, just... I don't know.
You're not enjoying yourself?
I'm under a lot of stress. 'Cause I feel like if I don't win, then
Then you're not a true graphic
I'm
designer.
not a true graphic designer.
Well, what about me?
My life's a lie.
Well, I won last week, but only by,
This week.
only by a fraction of one.
Anyway.
Photographic-based work produced for the web will be best designed using this application: Photoshop, Flash. What is Flash? Illustrator, or Design Central.
I've never even heard of Design Central.
I've never heard of Flash or Design
Flash,
Central.
no, well, Flash is basically a website builder. You'll have heard of
Must have been a flash.
like Flash animation. Can you just do that again, please? Flash animation.
Flash animation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's basically, I think, animation that's been coded.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay.
That's basically how it works. Surely it's Photoshop.
Well, it must be.
It might say Flash, but it's either Flash or Photoshop. But I'm going to say Photoshop.
It's Photoshop.
Yeah, yeah. Flash has been discontinued now. I think they still have Adobe still has Dreamweaver though, I think. But yeah, Flash is outdated now. It's all I'm going to get this wrong. JavaScript and CSS. For
Yeah.
Website building.
Right. The following is not an element of design.
Okay.
Seagull. No. Line, shape, texture, unity.
Is a line a shape?
No. Don't know.
But it could be in design.
I don't think so.
You don't know Banana Man.
I thought you used to do engineering design.
The one that makes the least sense is texture, because
What's Unity?
like things looking good together.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Because texture, you can obviously still have texture in design, like you can make things look textured, but I'd say that's probably more pattern than texture, because texture would imply it's like a physical feel. So I'm going to say texture is not an element of design.
I'm submitting your answer, and you're wrong.
Unity.
It's Unity.
Ooh.
That is not an element of design.
Well, there you go.
Do we know why? No, because the questionnaire doesn't tell us. Yep, nothing.
I guess that's more of a... Unity's more of a concept than a physical thing, whereas a shape, a line, texture, and what's your colour?
Yeah,
They're all like actual
that's
things that
that's
exist.
probably a logical way of
Unity is more
thinking
like
about
a-
it.
Like a opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
If I'd had that thought, I'd have got the question right.
We've got another one about a design school now.
Oh, right, okay. Hogwarts.
The design school that used primary colours and simple shapes as part of its aesthetics and is favoured by Michael Baru is the Summit School, Distill, Bauhaus, Dada, or New Realism.
Just read the question again for me, please.
The design school that used primary colours and simple shapes simple shapes as part of its... I need to start again.
Sounded like Chris Eubank. That is high school.
The design school that used primary colours and oh my god. Take me home. I am home.
You need a proper school, not a design
Yeah, I
school.
know. The design school that used primary colours and simple shapes as part of its aesthetics and is favoured by Michael Baru is the what school?
Bauhaus.
Bauhaus. Yeah, you're confident with that?
No, but
Oh,
Is that a mouth bumbler?
yeah, it's a mouthful.
it's a mouthful for you. It's Distill.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you're wrong. I think you're losing this.
No, it's neck and neck.
Oh,
3 to go.
We need a tiebreak. Oh, I guess it's an odd number of questions, isn't it?
yeah. The building blocks of graphic design are the elements of art and the principles of design. True or false?
False, because we've been saying about elements of design, not principles of design.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm just guessing.
it's true.
Cool.
How do you feel?
Like I'm losing, because I am. This is disastrous.
Which colour theory is applied to this image?
What?
Jimmy.
You've got to show me. Read out the answers for everyone.
Repetitions, monochromatic, dichromatic, or rule of thirds.
Show us again. Colour theory, so it's not rule of thirds. Repetitions isn't that, because it's not repeated, I guess. Monochromatic basically it uses one colour shade, whereas I'm guessing dichromatic means it uses multiple colour shades. So on that basis, I'm going to go monochromatic.
Monochromatic. Let's punch in your answer. You're right.
Yeah.
Well done.
God.
Your logic
How many left?
worked.
Wait,
Oh, that was the last
that
one.
was the last one.
Yeah.
Oh. That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what's the score?
You lost by 1.
Well done.
Is that 15 questions?
Yeah.
That was 15 questions, yeah. You got a certificate.
Taking part.
You got a score of 53 out of 100. I don't know how.
It's because it's not. Yeah, if it was 10 questions, it'd be.
Yeah.
That's a 2-2.
Yeah. Well, this is my least favourite podcast we've ever done.
I've really enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it, Dave? It's been fun, right?
I still think it's yellow.
Well, the quiz says it isn't.
Yeah, well.
The quiz also says I'm shit.
What's your language?
Sorry.
Bloody hell.
Told you I'm too competitive.
There's respectable people listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Well, come on, just end it.
Well, we need to end it with
What was your...
with the answer to the...
Yeah, probably got that wrong.
Come on, cheer up. You're getting a PC.
I'm going to give you a really hard quiz next week.
That's fine. You go for it.
I'm going to do it about...
No, we can't do quizzes every week.
Well, okay.
It's got to be something a bit more practical next week.
All right.
You told me that you was going to do a real Sky fake show on me.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Or we could do that one where we both take a picture, but you just take terrible pictures and I'll take a reasonably okay one.
Yeah. I'm going to get you. You've been warned.
Oh, no. I'm going to get you. It's going to be on the podcast or off the podcast.
I mean, if it comes to it, I'm just going to challenge you to a wrestling match.
You will beat me at
Lucha Libre. I don't know. All right. Well, what's the answer to this bird question then?
So the question was, what bird can only eat with its head upside down?
Duck.
You said duck. What did you say?
You didn't say no. You said bat.
No, you said bat.
I also said sea eagle.
I said parrot.
And you're saying duck.
And you've had time to Google it,
I've
so.
definitely not Googled it.
But that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Because it puts its head underwater.
Yeah. Well, it's a flamingo.
Oh.
That's a big duck that's pink.
Big pink duck.
Yeah, it's a flamingo, and yeah, they're pink.
So how does it eat upside down?
Well, it puts its head like that.
Okay.
And it like that. I don't know.
Does it get it like that, then eat it like that?
Because I was thinking like a parrot can hang upside down.
Yeah, but it's not a parrot.
No, but that was why I picked a parrot.
Well, flamingos have got long necks. So
Thanks.
it might just be comfy for them to eat like that. Okay. I don't know. I'm not David Attenborough. I don't know stuff about birds and wildlife. All I know is you get eagles of the sea, and they're called sea eagles.
And on that note,
thanks for listening to this week's podcast.
Yeah, if you liked see me suffer, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, hit that like button.
Let us know if you're interested in an update about the PC when that comes in, and if you think you can design better than me, also let us know.
Got something in my eye. It's not the right way to finish the podcast yet.
Don't cry. I mean,
we need to end it on a good note, not with
well, we're doing
dust in my eye.
I'm doing the bank this weekend, aren't we? We're doing a film shoot this weekend, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So I'm excited about that.
I need use of my eye to be able to do that. No, yeah, it's going to be a fun shoot. It'll be good to, because I think it's our proper video shoot with the new cameras.
Yeah.
So it'll be really good to get some use out of them on that day. And yeah, what we've got planned is it's going to be good. And it's a fun little kind of sequence through all the different sections of the bank leading to the top, where they've got the kind of, what is it, like the beauty salon bit. So yeah, it'll be interesting. And
I'm going to try fly the drone upstairs without hurting myself.
Yeah, you are.
Which should be fun.
Yeah, so we might show you a little behind the scenes shot. Well, we will show you a behind the scenes shot of that. So yeah, just keep an eye out on our Instagram for either a fail or a not fail. I don't know how you'd say the opposite of fail. Like
a win.
A win, yeah. Why don't my brain work?
Anyway, thanks for watching, listening. See you later.
Yeah, see you next time.
Leave it recording a second. I want to try and do some thumbnail images that we can just screenshot.
Oh yeah, you didn't give Deck chance to say bye.
Bye.
We'll add that in. Yeah, don't add that bit. Sorry, Deck.
We'll end it.